every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern time. One thing we started off with is the offer is the biggest thing that we want to do, but there are these micro steps that have to happen along the journey to be able to receive that big, glorious offer. We were talking about Perfect Game and how there was one time that they were very transparent with me as far as where I stood nationally and locally, especially with my 9.5 grade that I was able to achieve. I think I was like, as far as a right-handed pitcher, which is funny because I was mostly an infielder in professional baseball, I think I was like in the top 15 and maybe top 300 nationally. There was a pretty fun story that I shared about my time at NC State and especially how we didn't run with the pack. I was talking about my transition from wood bat to, from metal bat to wood bat between my junior year of college and pro ball, and how basically some high school coaches won't allow high schoolers to use wood bats, which I think is kind of funny. But in this instance, what I talked about again was my second half of my season, how I balled out, which is really pro ball, my second half of my 2017 season after I got drafted. But I talked about also how 96% roughly of all high school baseball players are doing generic lifts that don't really incorporate a ton of athletic movements used for baseball, and mostly these high school baseball players are doing them just because they look cool. This was a fun little diagram that I was drawing as far as how we can modify a specific movement like bench press to incorporate different parts of our body and especially the core. And then last but not least, what I talked about is how typically in college and pro ball, a strength and conditioning coach is writing out exactly what we need to do, aka me over there, and I'm just a robot. I'm just doing the work, executing the specific moves, and I'm not doing football specific moves. At the end of the day, guys, I'm a baseball player, so I know only the very tip of the iceberg as far as strength and conditioning. That's where I let a strength and conditioning coach actually write out our programs inside my academy. We also talked a little bit about volume right there, but if you are interested in joining us tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, every single day, excluding Sunday,